The old Zephyr roller coaster is visible from several vantage points in New Orleans East. But inside these busted up entry gates, the damage to the old Six Flags site is far worse than one can imagine. We got an exclusive look at what's inside with Mayor LaToya Cantrell. When you come through the main gates, most are broken down, light bulbs knocked out. The park puts off an almost eerie feel on the boardwalk. The beach bang bumper cars flooded out and flipped over, a byproduct of Hurricane Katrina and almost zero upkeep. Rides that kids and young adults once enjoyed, decaying and rusted. This is the Ozarka Splash Park ride, overgrown. Here's the Batman Adventure, barely standing. The Backlot Bus Tour ride has taken a back seat to rust and dust. The music has stopped on the Zydeco Zinger swings, and inside the old Main Street Metropolitan Building, the old stage is almost completely destroyed. Buildings once filled with a feel of fun and excitement, now covered in graffiti and dilapidated. But despite all of this, the mayor has hope. Even though we're standing in the middle of a blighted area, do you see promise when you look at this?
I see promise when I look at this, and I see promise beyond this. I see a real gateway and an entry point to the city of New Orleans through New Orleans East.
The mayor's big motivation, the city owns this land.
Look, I have to start with assets that the city owns. And I know that the residents of New Orleans East have always been focused on the plaza side, you know, all other adjacent sites. But when you don't own the land, you can't control the use. We own it and we can control it. This is the best step forward for the redevelopment of the East.
But it won't come cheap. The price tag could be $50 to $100 million. And Cantrell isn't the first mayor to try to redevelop this property, which the city took control of after Six Flags declined to reopen following Hurricane Katrina flooding it back in 2005. Both the Nagin and Landrieu administrations tried, with little to no success, to find a development partner, and the ideas back then were all over the map.
The retail mixed-use component will most likely be the first thing to be built.
Others suggested a new theme park and even a concert venue. But in the end, the city could never find anyone with a viable idea or enough cash to foot the bill.
I do not want to go back to the community with pie-in-the-sky projects that are not real.
So the Cantrell administration is taking a different approach, asking for a developer's qualifications, not their proposals.
So it was our priority to make sure that developers came to the table ready with the financing, ready with the vision, ready with the capacity to get this done now. So no more waiting.
And a city selection committee is moving fast. In March, members picked 3 proposals for further consideration. One of those ideas, pitched by newly retired Saints quarterback Drew Brees, along with current linebacker Demario Davis. Their concept, an agricultural innovation hub. At its core, a state-of-the-art facility for urban farming. Additional elements in the plan include an interactive education lab with an emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and math, and a holistic and natural healing center.
I have so many big plans for the city of New Orleans, and one of those was just announced recently.
And the decision to redevelop is an about-face for Cantrell. Just 2 years ago, her administration explored the idea of spending $1.3 million to demolish the entire park, leaving people in the nearby Maple Ridge subdivision scratching their heads.
Our property here in the Maple Ridge subdivision benefits on what they put in there in the future.
But now, the mayor is dead set on breathing new life into this dormant amusement park. The only questions now, will it be a scary ride for all those involved, or a project that brings hope to those living in the East?
But we're excited because they're viable, they're real. It's not pie in the sky. They have what it takes to turn this into a real investment for our city and for our people.